You got seated so fast. Oh my God. Well done. I'll have more to say in a moment, but first we'll begin with a prayer. Alexis, would you lead us through that, please?
Please join me in the sign of the cross. Leadership is hard to define. Lord, let us be the ones to define it with justice. Leadership is like a handful of water. Lord, let us be the people to share it with those who thirst. Leadership is not about watching and correcting. Lord, let us remember it is about listening and connecting. Leadership is not about telling people what to do. Lord, let us find out what people want. Leadership is less about the love of power and more about the power of love. Lord, as we continue to undertake the role of leader, let us be affirmed by the servant leadership we witness in your Son, Jesus. Let us walk us through the path he has set and let those who will follow. Let our greatest passion be compassion, our greatest strength, love, our greatest victory, the reward of peace. In leading, let us never fail to follow. In loving, let us never fail at all. Amen. Please welcome Ms. Esselot.
Thank you. All right, good evening, everyone. I can only stay with you all for a brief moment. I have to head to a school board meeting, but I'm really glad to have this moment with all of you just to share in the excitement and the enthusiasm of what tonight represents and what NHS represents. And to the students who are being inducted in, I want to start by just saying congratulations. I hope that you feel the pride in yourself that we all feel for you. I had a chance to look at the tenets of what makes an NHS student an NHS student, and it's those core values of character and academic prowess and leadership and commitment to service. And in having the opportunity to get to know all of you over the past 2 years, I'm seeing such an incredible collection of skills and talents and abilities that mirror those tenets of an NHS student. And so I hope that you know that you are being inducted into an incredible legacy of scholars and of leaders and of individuals who continue to impact this community even as alumni. But I'm excited to see your journey continue to unfold here at NDB and what it is that you are going to bring to the table as you inspire other students to follow in your footsteps. And to all of the parents and guardians and family in the room, I want to congratulate you. I had a chance to talk with some of you ahead of time, but tonight is as much about your students' accomplishments as it is about all of you and how you've supported them on their journey coming to NDB as they continue to be students here. And so I just want to express to all of you just congratulations. We're so proud of you, and I hope that you enjoy tonight and really enjoy this memory. Congrats.
Now it's my turn. Good evening, everyone. For those who don't know, my name is Jonathan Tomczak, and one of the many things I get to be here at Notre Dame is the National Honor Society moderator for our school's chapter. So welcome to the 2024 NHS induction ceremony. There are several people I have to thank for making tonight possible. As always, Mrs. Esselot deserves tremendous thanks for being here tonight for as long as she could be. I know there's a lot going on this evening, and for Mrs. Esselot, there's a lot going on always. So thank you from me to her for joining us here in the beginning to acknowledge all of these wonderful students. Also deserving of thanks are the students helping here tonight, both on the NHS board and not, for taking some of their time to be here for tonight's ceremony. I also want to make sure and thank you families in the audience for all of your support for your students as they have worked hard to earn tonight's honors. It's true that no one is an island wholly unto themselves, as the saying goes, and I feel like that's doubly true of people who don't have their driver's licenses yet. So your support and encouragement are the shoulders they stand on, and while I'm sure they'll thank you many times over, take the hint, thank them many times over, you guys. I want to make sure to thank you as well. Finally, I want to thank those anonymous members of the selection committee who reviewed all of the applications this year. We had a record number of applicants this semester. I think the total ended up being 46. And if you saw your students preparing those applications, you know that they are neither short nor simple. Each, however, was reviewed several times over by those faculty members who answered the call to serve, ensuring that National Honor Society membership remains the most prestigious accolade Notre Dame has to offer. They read and reviewed and debated and pondered, and their work, by definition, must go unrewarded in person. So I offer them my thanks for their time and effort. I can assure you their decisions were passionately discussed and carefully considered. I was actually asked about this earlier today. Why does Notre Dame put so much consideration and maintain such a high standard into accepting an NHS application for induction? And over the 7 years that I've been here, I've come to find that the answer is that this is the rare moment where a student is fully valued for the entirety of who they are. Unlike other organizations, NHS membership doesn't come from completing a checklist or painting by the numbers. Membership isn't the end of an equation calculated by GPA plus service hours. Some find the high standards we set for our members overly restrictive, but I actually find them liberating because a checklist is a predetermined path and an equation has a predictable outcome. But here, there are many paths to a place in the National Honor Society. Whether that is excellent academics coupled with untold hours of service, whether it's a long list of leadership positions paired with unimpeachable character. NHS membership is a reflection of their whole selves, how they have strived, how they have cared, how they have struggled and overcome. And as you will hear tonight, these 19 inductees have arrived at this honor in many different ways. Some started clubs and ran for office. Others have led by both ability and example on sports teams and with charitable drives. Others still have opened their hearts to the world and tried to fill it with their compassion. And others have done all of the above. Whatever brought them here, whatever totality of the circumstances have earned them this honor, they are all more than a checklist or algorithm could ever fully define. And so we honor their entire being tonight, the work they have done, the spirit they have shown, and the talent they have used. Now to the inductees. Hi. Admission to our chapter of the National Honor Society is the highest, hardest accolade to earn at Notre Dame because it represents fulfillment of the full potential of our community. To have excelled academically, to have served abundantly, to have led well, and all with untarnished, unmatched character. Where we hope and believe every Notre Dame student will eventually reach these heights, here you are, ahead of schedule, above the bar. You have abilities and you have used them well. You have heart and you've opened it to others. You have acted, you have led, you have made Notre Dame as special today as it was when I first showed up here 7 years ago. And all of you, especially those 3 inductees who have sisters attending Notre Dame as well, have given the other students the gift of your example, demonstrating what a community founded in love, respect, and dedication to each other should look like, so that they may continue to build this community up and do big things in the years to come. Tonight, we recognize all of that. We recognize you. When you receive your certificate and pin, I hope you will see them as a celebration of what you have achieved and a promise to continue your efforts to make the world a little brighter and a little better. Most of you I've had the chance to work with in some way or another, and so I know this. With you leading the way, the future is in good hands. I'll have more to say, but just know I'm proud of you, I'm proud to know you. Keep raising the bar, keep punching above your weight, keep making the big things happen, and keep up the good work. Thank you very much. We continue now with a reading brought to you this evening by one Miss Izzy Sucre.
This reading is from a speech by Anna Howard Shaw, given in honor of Susan B. Anthony. women. Their character is well poised. She does not emphasize one characteristic to the exclusion of others. She teaches us that the real beauty of a true life is found in the harmonious blending of diverse elements, and her life is the epitome of her teaching. She merges a keen sense of justice with the deepest love. Her masterful intellect never for one moment checks the tenderness of her emotions. Her splendid self-assertion finds its highest realization in perfect self-surrender. She demonstrates the divine principle that the truest self-development must go hand in hand with the greatest and most arduous service for others. Here is the most harmoniously developed character I have ever known, a living soul whose individuality is blended into oneness with all humanity.
The membership of the Notre Dame Belmont chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by effective demonstration of 4 qualities held in the highest esteem by our school and by our society. 4 of our board members will review these qualities for the candidates.
Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours reading and in study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We strive to learn even when formal education has ended, for as our experiences change, so too must our knowledge. Knowledge is one great element in life, which leads to the highest success, and it can be acquired in only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past and the light which illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
Why not? Yeah, scholarship. Okay.
Service can be described in various ways. It can be formal or informal, time-consuming or quick, adorous or effortless. In the routine of the day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for benefit of those in need without compensation or recognition is the quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and gifts to the creation of a better tomorrow. With our ability to help comes the necessity to help. We serve because we must, and we must because we can.
To lead is a substantive charge of our members. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on those around us. In taking the initiative in school and in life, the real leader strives to strain and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interests for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist, they are influential without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed and often sought, though rarely done well.
Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. It makes us unique. It is that without which no one can respect oneself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character that guides one through life and, when once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action, daily striving to make the right choice. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to prove by example that we are women of character.
Keeps doing that. Sorry. It's nervous. Sure, why not? Okay. Scholarship, service, leadership, character. All are important not only to possess, but to truly embody. Having been recognized by supervisors, mentors, and peers for such qualities, and being amongst the best all-around young women Notre Dame has to offer, we now present our inductees to you in recognition of their individual merit. Upon being introduced, each inductee will come up, they will receive their pin and certificate, and then we'll have them go to the side to be photographed before returning to their seat. This is my favorite. I just get to say nice things about you for the next half hour. This is fun. I should mention, though, that if I were to list everything I could say or want to say about these inductees, we'd be here all night, and, it's Tuesday. So these are just summaries as best I could. We begin with an inductee, although where do I begin? She is a tutor, a teacher's assistant, a member of the National Honor Society board here at Notre Dame, and a leader in multiple clubs, including I Am Diverse and Model UN. She has volunteered at bake sales and open houses and on farms and in schools. Through it all, not only has she maintained a stellar academic record, of course, but has brought to the table her maturity, conscientious depth of thought, and a sense of responsibility and selflessness rarely matched among those much older than her. It's no surprise, then, that she has been recognized for these qualities many times before, especially on the mock trial team, shameless plug, where she has earned Outstanding Attorney Awards, MVPs, and the Captain's Award as well. While we officially met several years ago, it's in these last two that I have seen her come into her own and raise the bar for all who will follow her. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Aliyah Farhan Bakai. By the way, there's no way I'm making through this without crying, so just be forewarned, okay? Take bets on when I choke up. Our next inductee, also a sophomore, has already given so much of herself to others. On top of winning academic awards of math, science, and art, she has spent the last 3 years as an aide at Diamond Crest Girl Scout Camp and works now at Mathnasium to teach younger students. And I learn a lot about the gossip of elementary schoolers. It's intense. She is not only an exceptional track athlete, she is a build lead on our robotics team and helps oversee educational workshops on robotics for kids. She is also a star member of the mock trial team, formidable in court and unfailingly kind everywhere else. Mostly what stands out is how she is acutely aware of the impact she has on those around her, how she is already a role model for the next generation, a responsibility she takes seriously and finds enormous pride in as well. When sometimes it can be so easy to be cynical, to check out, to lose hope, she is always around to brighten people's day and keep working toward making tomorrow better. Knowing and working with her is an absolute joy and privilege. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Margaret Blanchard. It might seem redundant to say that our inductees are hard workers, but this inductee has chosen to work harder than most. Along with being part of robotics and the tri-school choir, along with band as a great flautist, a word I don't get to use every day, she has also logged hundreds of hours as a volunteer tutor and hospital worker, both here and back home in Guangzhou, China, where she was awarded Outstanding Volunteer last summer. She has also sought to make all of NDB's international students feel more welcome and at home here, especially as a tutor. I could go on and on about her other work for Samaritan House, her work with the Kite Volunteer Program, and so on. However, I think you get the picture of a person everyone describes as friendly, dedicated, and supportive. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Xiaoying Helen Chen. Always quick with a smile and a hello, this inductee is one of the friendliest people you'll ever have the privilege to know, which might explain why she has spent so much time trying to make the lives of others better. For the last 3 summers, she has been head counselor at Downey Sports Camp, being given enormous responsibility to take care of young children and enrich their experiences. She has been all over the athletic world, from volleyball to soccer and lacrosse, earning awards and captaincies both for her abilities and her inspirational leadership. Speaking of leadership, she has spent each of her 3 years at NDB on class council as both vice president and president, and will continue on as a senior on ASB. She problem solves, she inspires action, she follows through. Most of all, even in a relatively small class, she has one of our school's biggest hearts. And all the times I've been able to work with her, and all the times yet to come, have been and will be an everlasting joy. Now, as a surprise twist, this inductee is one of 3 tonight I previously mentioned who currently have a sister here with them at Notre Dame, and Caitlin wanted to say a few words. And so here they are. Haley, strong start. Congratulations on your induction to the National Honor Society. I am very proud of you. I know how hard you have worked these past years, and especially now. I very much admire your grind. It is amazing. This is just one of the many great things you are going to accomplish in this life. This achievement is a testament to the truly great person you are. I am very proud to have you as my younger sister, and even though we will not be at the same school next year, I know that you are going to do amazing things, especially as a newly elected ASB member. Remember to cherish every day here because it goes super fast. I hope you like this very kind message. Love you and congratulations, sister. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Haley Josephine Degnan. Our next inductee seems to have done it all. In sports, she is a prominent varsity swimmer and an inaugural member of our flag football team. She volunteers at the San Mateo Public Library, tutors her peers here at Notre Dame, and has even proctored a math placement test for us, which is a high degree of trust in her honesty. Her scholarship is unmatched, earning an award for her study of Mandarin and taking first place in the American math competition. For the last 2 years, she has also been a tremendous help to me in planning winter formal and filming various events around campus. Through it all, she has remained kind-hearted to all, an exceptional friend to her peers, and one of the most mature and reliable people I know. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Nicole Fong. Here's an inductee with as much passion and drive as anyone I've ever met. She has earned academic awards in multiple subject areas, including geometry, and I can personally attest that she is often the first to raise her hand and share her thoughts. On campus, she is one of the most active members of the California Scholarship Federation Board, helping plan every aspect of our winter formal. And off campus, she has given hundreds of hours to the care of animals at Jasper Ridge Farms and through her 4-H club, as well as organizing a donation drive for the Peninsula Humane Society. Somehow, amidst all this, she's also teaching herself Swedish. Kind, enthusiastic, responsible, and skilled, I think I can think of another word to describe her as well, and that is wonderful. I was going to try it in Swedish, and I just chickened out at the last second, Clara. I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Clara House Stevenson. All right, row 2. What has always stood out to me about our next inductee is how she never takes credit or curtain calls. If you didn't already know everything that she does, she'd be the last to tell you. So let's give her her due here. She's a long-standing member of student council, spending years working to create events and better the school experience of her peers. She's a strong athlete, both on her club volleyball team and as another member of our flag football team, where she earned the prestigious Coaches Award this year. A strong scholar, of course, she earned department honors in English last year. And finally, she has remained dedicated to the parish at St. Catherine of Siena, even long after she has graduated, as she continues to serve as an altar leader, a parish reader, and even designed a new sweatshirt for the school. I want to see that. Whether it's the love she has for her family, the commitment she has to her faith, or the effort she has given to her schools, past and present, she has more than earned the right to be recognized here for everything she has accomplished and for who she is as a person. She also had a birthday yesterday, so happy belated. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Haley Alexandra Kokis. You're welcome. Everything this next inductee does, she goes all in. She's not just on the JV tennis team. She was the co-captain and voted most inspirational. She does not just serve others, but has logged literal hundreds of hours through the National Charity League, volunteering in literally dozens of places, and also at her church's preschool as well. She has thrown herself into the realms of journalism and mock trial, seeking every opportunity to both mentor and improve. She also has a clear and deep love for her sister, going above and beyond to take care of her, to demonstrate patience with her, and to provide the best life experience possible for her. All of this paints the picture of a young woman looking to leave things better than she found them, aware of her power to effect change, and with an exceptionally good heart. I knew way back when, as we met at a Tiger Talk, that this was going to be someone special. I just didn't know how right I was. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Paige Krensavage. Oftentimes, there is a theme to the work of our inductees, and our first senior inductee of the evening is no different. For her, it's athletics. Not only has she been a fixture of our soccer and lacrosse teams for years, she plays club soccer, coaches club soccer, and referees volleyball. What do you think I was going to say? Her leadership as captain of both NDBs and her club soccer team speaks highly of her leadership and the trust her teammates put in her consistently. Beyond that, her coaching and peer tutoring duties speak to her love of helping children, especially at St. Charles, where she returns time and again to help current students and volunteer as an altar server. All of this culminates in one of the most trusted and dependable student athletes at Notre Dame. Her leadership, her enthusiasm, and her commitment to others stands out and above many of her fellow players on the field. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ryan Ray Late-Vidal. This next inductee is defined by her service. To date, she has spent nearly 200 hours volunteering as a tutor and TA for elementary school students at Peninsula Bridge, and those are just the ones she's logged. It's no surprise, then, that she has earned the President's Volunteer Service Award. She is also an active member of the swim team, a service coordinator for our Key Club, and co-president of the club I Am Diverse. I got a lot of co-presidents in that club. In all of this, she is responsible, respectful, honest, communicative, passionate, and a team player. You couldn't ask for a better person in your corner, but that's mainly because with her, you wouldn't have to ask at all. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Isabella Lowe. Here is another sports-inclined inductee. One so passionate about sports, she almost missed her presentation at her NHS ceremony, but we're glad she's here. Now let's see if I get this right. Club volleyball, Notre Dame volleyball. Club softball, Notre Dame softball. And a team captain, one way or another, on all of them. She's also a mentor in these sports, working as a lead volunteer in numerous camps and clinics. Continuing to give back, she serves as a class treasurer for the National Charity League and spends time here as the junior class historian and a member of the CSF board. She's won numerous awards for her athletic abilities, of course, including WBAL Pitcher of the Year as a freshman. But her academics are important to her too. Her award for outstanding achievement in physics, a true testament to how hard she worked in overcoming a busy schedule and a new school to show off what she is truly capable of. Mature, responsible, and a true leader, she still has a few more innings left to play here, and I can't wait to see what she does with them. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Allison Louie. This next inductee's soccer prowess is well known, as is how hard she has worked to return to the pitch after injury multiple times, a measure of her resilience. Somehow she's found the time to coach soccer as well, in addition to serving as a counselor at multiple sports camps. She has thrown herself into the NDB community as a two-time class athletic director and a dedicated friend and ally of the Hallmarks in Action board. She's represented our school well when making connections with students across the world, and if you've ever wondered about the flag on the front lawn, she's the one who raises and lowers it each day. All of this earned her the Hallmarks Award last year, proving, in my estimation, that she has truly found a home here at Notre Dame. Every once in a while, you get the opportunity to just recognize and reward good people. And that's what we have the chance to do here today. She is truly one of the kindest and most charitable people I have ever known. And of course, her little sister Marta is a freshman here and wanted to say this. It seems like every memory I have of Amelia has something to do with soccer. Checks out. Amelia has always loved to play. She somehow got our parents to let us play indoor soccer in our living room. We'd set up goals. One was a doorway and one was the space between a ficus plant and the bookshelf. I'm amazed we didn't break much. No, she didn't say nothing. She said much. Our whole family is so proud of all that Amelia has accomplished, both in sports and academics. Well, if that just doesn't say it all. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Amelia Lewis. When it comes to spirit and dedication, much can be said of this next inductee. The steady job she holds, the time she has committed both on and behind the stage of Tri-School Productions, it all speaks to her efforts and character. Her academics have always been above and beyond, as evidenced by receiving the Department Award in AP Human Geography as a freshman. What I want to say most about her, though, is simply that she cares. She cares about underprivileged communities, constantly baking wonderful goods to deliver to them. She cares about her peers on the mock trial team, helping to lead new members of pretrial through the weeds of difficult arguments and presentation. She cares about her work on the NHS board, putting together the best winter formal possible. And she cares deeply about her friends, putting herself out there to help them through times of trouble and crisis, no matter what. I enjoy every opportunity I have to work with her, not just because of her abilities, but because of that caring nature. It keeps me focused. It gives me perspective. She is some of the best of us. Oh, and if you've been sitting there wondering if Mia wrote something, she absolutely did. So here it is. Sarah, I am so proud of you. It is fitting and wonderful that your hard work and efforts at Notre Dame are being recognized tonight. You are the most empathetic and kind person I know. You are a true light in the universe, and I couldn't be prouder to be your big sister. Again, this is Mia talking. Most importantly, remember that I am your best friend and fellow Seinfeld aficionado. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Sarah Mutze. This is about the point where I really start to lose it. Our last sophomore inductee tonight is a proud member of NDB's track and field and cross-country teams, where on cross-country she has won Most Improved 2 years in a row. She's been a constant voice on the announcements to recite the morning prayer as a member of the Hallmarks in Action Board, and continues her spiritual service at her church, making mission trips to Mexico and serving dinner on Wednesday nights. She also spends a lot of time in the church's kids' ministry and volunteering at Shoestring Farms, both caring for and riding horses. Often the first to step up, always ready to look after others and strong in her faith, her character is beyond reproach. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ella Oldendorp. Okay, if I make it through these next two, I'm probably okay, but low odds. Let's start with an inductee who, from beach cleanups to breakfasts, from here to Washington, D.C., has explored every opportunity to help connect people to each other and leave things a little better than they were before. And she's earned a Presidential Service Award for her efforts. Her passion for soccer is without question, captain of her club team and an instrumental part of Notre Dame's varsity squad, though she also excels at tennis and swim too. She's always looking to do better, having won Most Improved awards in swim, tennis, and mock trial, for the latter working her way up from the showcase team to varsity. And by the way, academically and in mock trial, she's also a better writer than she thinks she is. A natural leader of her class and peers, she is also the best vice captain and soon-to-be co-captain I could possibly ask for. Through all of our time working together, she has led with care, dignity, and a desire to put in the effort to make things easier and more fun for others. I am so proud and so fortunate to know her. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Anya Isabella Svanberg. Keep it together. Here's another inductee I also have great fortune to know and work with so often. Her service includes being a junior site captain with the Pacific Beach Coalition, organizing and supervising beach cleanups, and volunteering at a tennis academy to pass along her skills. This is a consistent theme, because with all of her talents across the academic spectrum, along with her love for Notre Dame, she has worked tirelessly to pass along that love and those skills to others. She is not just on the ambassador board for Notre Dame, she is the quintessential Notre Dame ambassador, showing people through her example who they could one day be. I selfishly appreciate her love for and dedication to mock trial, where her multiple awards speak for themselves, but more than that, her passion, her character, her growth always serves to remind me why I do what I do. Through good days and bad, she has been a steady and strong leader, inspirational to all. And here now is one small way to recognize and thank her for all that she does and all that she is. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Margaret Templeton. We'll skip the next one. Here is an inductee notable for her incredible growth. In her 3 years at Notre Dame, she has taken on ever more challenges and responsibilities, rising to meet them each time. Whether excelling in AP Spanish or AP US History, it is no wonder that she has been named a St. Julie Billiart Scholar multiple times, recognition of her hard work and dedication. She has also risen to the occasion outside of class. Not letting a torn ACL get her down, she instead serves as a manager on her lacrosse team, a position I know she appreciates. She is a library assistant, a soccer coach, a prominent member of the Link Crew board, and a dear friend to those lucky enough to be at her side each day. Professional, thorough, and exemplary, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Nicole Vanessa Tobar. Our final inductee this evening can be seen running all over the place. I mean this literally. She is an accomplished distance runner for Notre Dame, earning all-league second team as a sophomore, and also working at a specialty running store, which I just learned was a thing, where she has been trained in gait analysis, also just learning that's a thing. So see her for your orthopedics, I guess. But I also refer to her running around figuratively, as she is an active participant in Rotary Youth, a volunteer at Second Harvest Food Bank, co-president of our Key Club, an accomplished and well-respected member of our journalism program as the news editor, and a TA at Peninsula Bridge, where her work with 7th and 8th graders has appropriately earned her a Presidential Gold Service Award. Much more can be said of her character, her deep friendships, and her overall dedication to making the lives of the people around her better. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Andy Wong. Having now been presented to the Notre Dame Belmont community as this year's inductees for our chapter of the National Honor Society, these 18 wonderful students here will formally take the NHS pledge. This oath forever dedicates them to continuing on their excellent path and upholding, in themselves, their community, and others, the standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character for which they have been recognized. Izzy Sucre of the NHS Board will step forward to lead her fellow Tigers in this pledge.
All candidates for the National Honor Society, please rise. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I pledge to maintain my high scholastic standing. To hold as fundamental and worthy. An untarnished character. To endeavor intelligently and courageously. To be a leader. To give of myself freely in service to others. And in so doing, prove myself worthy. Of a place in the National Honor Society. Congratulations.
Well, I think that's all the pomp and circumstance taken care of. Once again, congratulations to our inductees. You are welcome to stick around if you'd like to take photos with, I don't know, the banner or something. But once again, congratulations. Never doubt for a moment that you earned this, because you absolutely did. Thank you all for coming. That concludes our official ceremony. Feel free to stick around. Otherwise, have a good evening.